I forgot to lift that off. Anyway, hi everybody. Hello. Come on in. Lovely to see so many of you here today. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Hello again. Lovely. For those of you who are looking for the check-in link, you can see it right below my face right now. Events.emily.io, events 12266 is going to be our check-in link for this stream. I also ask, and I'm also going to drop this link later on towards the end as well. But I do ask that you also give me some feedback that, you tell me about the stream, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you would like to see going forward, and things like that. Hold on. MLH.link. I'm trying to find the exact link. It might be GHW feedback. Yes, there we go. So this I'm going to put in here. So this is feedback link. This is mlh.link/GHW feedback. And this will come back towards the end of the stream as well. Hi, everybody. Howdy. Yeah, that will come back towards the end of the stream as well. And you'll be able to take a look at it. And then feedback. Let's type that in here. Let's bring our little background music back on as well. We'll keep it down kind of low. We'll play the techno, the rock one. We'll keep it at 20%. Hopefully that's pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, well, that's over my voice. So hopefully that's a good volume for everybody, that you can hear it in the background if you want to, but not necessarily it's super crazy. And then we'll do feedback. And then this is mlh.link/GHW feedback. So at some point during the stream, we're going to go ahead and swap that over to that. But for now, there's that. And then also ask any questions in the chat. You know what? We'll also do this one actually as a scroll across the bottom. And then we'll do that there. So for those of you who are coming in, you can just go ahead and check in there. But yeah, I think for this stream, we're going to do... could you please put the check-in link in the chat? Thank you. Absolutely. Let me get that going for you. GHW 252. And grab this one. Nope, not this one. This one. Copy that over and paste it right in here. And that link is right there for you, so you have it. What next? Yeah, so for this stream, what I kind of want to do is twofold. First and foremost, I got a chance to experiment with Cursor for the first time on stream on, what day was it? On Saturday. And I had so much fun messing around with it and building out something cool. That I think it would be honestly pretty fun for us to build out our first iOS iOS AI app. So for actually thinking of ideas and things that we want to plan, I had a couple of ideas in mind. I would love to hear everyone's input on if they had anything in particular. Or if you have any ideas, feel free to drop them in the chat too. I know that I have a direction that I want to go in, but not necessarily a full on direction. And a couple of ideas for things I want to build out. We did for January a fun little name pick idea. We also did focus on a little financial budget tracker that we built out on Saturday that I think was kind of fun. I would love to do something similar along those lines. So let's do, let's think about, so there's a couple of tools that I want to use in particular, and the app idea itself is not the main focus of those, mostly because I want to specifically use Create and Core ML within the Apple tool library. our AI app. For those of you who are new here, or have not seen previous iOS AI streams, this is Create ML, or the core ML framework provided by Apple. So this is built straight into Xcode, and it allows for you to do a variety of different like different tools and different like different effectively AI models, and like train your own data set using. Can we use photo images that you upload in the yeah, we could do image classification, totally. We could also do multiple objects, or like word tagging, or recommendations, or motion sensing activity and things like that. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff, like object tracking on Apple Vision, which I don't have, but text classification or word tagging, sound classification, motion, right? Video, from like specific actions or hand movement, as well as like hand poses, and things like that. So I think there's a couple of really fun ideas that we could do here. So let me think of, hello, so many fun. Real-time interference. How did you access what you have on screen? Love recommendations. Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you who are beginner here, would like to know the same. Well, first of all, welcome. Second of all, for those of you who are looking to follow along with me, I am using an IDE here called Xcode. The issue with the Xcode is that it is Mac OS only. So for those of you who are on Windows, you might have a really hard time following along. This happens all the time for my AI ML, or like for my iOS streams in general. Can you show on how in Xcode you get to it? I can try. It's going to take me like a minute because of the setup of my screens. I don't have my dual monitors fully set up yet. For context, I have a second monitor, but right now I only have one cable for it, and I don't have the adapter to plug it into this like other monitor that I'm using, because this is a computer room monitor. Just adds up. Send it to my Apple account. What? Hold on. Oh wait, that's literally the wrong password. Why? Let me hope that's not. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this. Continue. Yeah, sure. I want to share usage and crash data automatically. Welcome to Mac. I've been on this Mac before. What are you talking about? Thank you. Also, yeah, we don't need to look at my taxes either. I want to extend this to here. Cool. So there we go. And then in here, now if I go ahead over, oh, there we go. Should be able to, so now that's on here, and then create ML is down here. Cool. Show menu you used to get to it. Yeah, I'm getting there. Give me a second. I'll get there, I promise. It's just gonna take me a minute. We're also gonna quit out of Xcode and quit out of Create ML and quit out of this real quick. Oh, well, not that. Yes? Is that? No, quit out of this too. Cool. And then let me share this screen. This is what happens when I have a creative idea on the last possible minute. There you go. Share. Anyway, now you all should be able to see my screen here, right? Cool. So in order to get to Create ML, you're going to go to click on the app name and then click Options. Or no, wait. I think open it up. Then once you open up the app, you'll see Open Developer Tools. And then there's a lot of different developer tools here, right? Instrument, Simulator, Reality, Composer Flow, Accessibility Inspector, File Merge, and then the one I'm using down here is Create a Mount, right? And so that opens up this new file here. And then that in here is our new document, right? And we have new, image, video, motion, sound, text, table, and spatial. You know what else we're gonna do, because I have my full screen on, turn on my do not disturb, so that just in case things get blown up by a text or email, we do not have to do anything crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like a fun, we could do, yeah, I think we could do a midget classification, potentially. Let's go look for some data sets, shall we? So let's go look. Hi there, how will I be able to do all this on my Windows 11 laptop? So that's kind of the big issue with the iOS stuff. Xcode and iOS as a whole tends to be pretty exclusionary. So you pretty much, in order to be able to access CreateML, have to have an Apple device, specifically a MacBook. If you do not have a MacBook, though, you are A, more than welcome to follow along and stay behind, stay with us and hang out and chat. B, you are also more than welcome to, once we have our GitHub set up, grab it and take a closer look at it and figure out how it all works. But iOS development is really one of those things that you do need a Mac for. So it's like, it's kind of the worst part about it. But yeah, let's go look for some data sets. This is my lovely Kaggle. So for those of you who are not familiar, this is the largest AI/ML community, apparently. And it's lots of different data sets and notebooks and pre-trained models and cutting-edge technologies and competitions and courses and all of this fun stuff that we can use. No problem. I used my MacBook. Thanks for clarifying. Awesome. Great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and log in here. So I'm going to exit out of this guy real quick, because we don't need to see my sign-in information. Ugh, my chair is like half. I always hate when it does this. It's like half on. Anyway, cool. So there's my data set section, and now I'll go ahead and share my screen again. I keep using the wrong mouse. I'm gonna keep doing that, aren't I? Cool. Let me open up this window instead right now, and there you go. So data sets. So this is type of diamond, education, career success, earth and nature. Let's see, what am I craving today? I like the idea of like educate. I'm going to take a look at this education, career success data set. I also would love to take a look at like education, see what we can come up with. Car price, laptop price, student performance. Literacy rate of persons of different age groups, most popular 1,000 YouTube videos, student exam scores. Okay, that's like a whole variety of different stuff. Let's take a look at this. Between academic performance and career success, it includes 5,000 records of students' educational background, skills, and career outcomes. The data set can be used for various analyses, such as predicting job success based on education, identifying key factors, including salaries, and understanding the role of networking and internships in career growth. So we have student ID, age, gender, high school GPA, SAT score. Well, that's gibberish because SAT scores only go up in increments of 10. University ranking, university GPA, fields of study, internships completed, projects completed. This makes, yeah, I don't like this data set. This is coming from like, first of all, like immediately red flag, right? I know for a fact that SAT scores don't go up in increments of like 1. So 1201 is not an accurate SAT score. Neither stuff like 964. 1470 I know is the correct SAT score. So those 1570 or like 1020, but none of these are. Like neither of these are, neither is 1303. It doesn't really matter what it is, right? So no, this is not a good data set. It does not seem, super thing. Let's take a look at this pre-trained model. Cards, image, data classification, flood area, emotion detections. Okay, interesting. Let's see. But yeah, part of the fun here is like taking a look at all this stuff, right? Netflix movies and TV shows. We could do something like that, like, or Spotify streaming history. Let's see this one. Diabetes predictions in the US, student performance, elite sports cars. literacy rates, e-commerce sales, airplane prices. Yeah, Spotify streaming history. What is this? Spotify track URI, the name of the track, timestamp, milliseconds. Behavior. This is so interesting. Yes to Netflix TV. Okay. We're seeing some love in the chat for this one. Show identifier, type, title, director, cast, country, duration, listed in, and description. Okay. I could totally see us doing okay. The issue is that a lot of these have empty data, which is not good. Okay, let's see if we can find something similar to this, like Netflix. Netflix data visualizations. I'm looking for data sets. Netflix price data, movies and TV shows, user-based data set, TV shows and movies, Netflix movies and TV shows. Let's take a look at this one. Stock price predictions, subscription fees in different countries, Netflix versus Disney. Okay. This is the one we just looked at. Okay, so that's not helpful. Netflix movies and TV shows. Yeah, I'm aware. Stock price data. Yeah, so this is movies and TV shows. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like, these are still like 30%, 9% null. And, you know, like, data was added on Netflix, of course. Actual release date of the movie. Yeah. Rating. Like, I'm wondering, though, like, is everything rated? Okay. Everything is rated, and then total duration. And then movie or TV show. Title. Director, cast, country, date added, rating, and duration. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, yes, but what I'm saying is like duration, but where's the listed in and then the description? So see, this is what I'm saying. Like, can I see all of the, okay, listed in and description. Thank you. Cool. So listed in genres. Cool. Okay. So I'm thinking like what we could do that would be kind of fun is, oh, I just tuned in. What are we finding a data set for? I think our plan is to build out a nice little movie recommendation platform with Core ML. And I think this is going to be our data set. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download on here. Download via Kaggle Hub. Download data set as zip. I'm pretty sure I need a zip file for my instances. Can you put the link of the data set you end up using on Kaggle? I'm excited about looking at CreateML. I haven't used it before. I'm starting to use Xcode. Can we use AI to remove nulls? I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. Either removing the nulls entirely or not training on those, like training on the description or the genres versus the like cast or the country or the date added or whatever. So let me take a look here. Cool. So this is for here. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to open up a new Swift UI app here. So I'm going to stop sharing this Chrome screen really quickly. I don't know why it's not showing the screen I just added, because that's kind of strange. Because it should absolutely show what I just shared, but maybe it doesn't. Okay, cool. But yeah, now you should be able to see, right? I've opened up a new Xcode project. So I'm going to create a new Xcode project. It's going to be a new Xcode app. I'm going to call it, what should be the name of our movie recommender? Let me see. You know what? Am I going to ask ChatGPT? Sure. Let's do it. ChatGPT.com. Cool. We're going to open it up. Unfortunately, I will not share this because we can see my entire ask history. And some of this is like, I need help with a cover letter. Give me some name ideas for a movie recommendation app. Let's see. RealPix, Flick Finder, Film Flare, Personalized Touch, Hidden Gems, Screen Scout. It really loves the like capital S, like it really loves the formatting of like, oh, Screen Scout. You know what though? I think we could totally go with like Scout as the name of the app. And then yeah, obviously my name. Swift UI in Swift. We'll do no testing system and no storage for now. And we're gonna go ahead and pop this over into my documents folder. No, oh no, not in this one. It's gonna go right in this one. There we go. Cool. Sorry, I've had a lot of been doing a lot of random stuff the last couple of days. Cool. So this will open up a new SwiftUI app, and I think have the zip archive downloaded here. So let me go to my downloads and take a look at this. Yeah. Okay. Let me move this away because that's important stuff, but not for now. We'll archive this. Yeah. So this is our Netflix titles.csv file. Cool. Amazing. Okay, nice. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be using the ML recommender here. Oh, hello. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, we're definitely going to be using the ML recommender here. I think for actually cleaning this data, we'll see what we could do. Yeah, like some of these don't have a director listed. Like some of them also don't have a cast listed, right? But they do have like the date added, tend to have the genre as well, right? So reality TV or drama or mystery or documentaries, right? As well as a season ID. And I think we have about 8,000 or so different things on here, right? Generally, oh yeah, and they're in alphabetical order. Might start getting more complicated with like titles in Arabic and things like that I'm already seeing on the top of this. But either way, I think this should be pretty fun. Cool, so we have our Netflix title CSV file, and we have our empty app setup, which right now is going to be Hello World. So I want to take a little bit of time to figure out some of the features that we're going to have. Ooh, I'm very new to AI-powered applications. Are you going to feed this data set into an API? My initial thought process right now is to get all of this done on device. So complete the training on here and have a way for the user to recommend, like, long story short, like have a way for the user to be recommended, you know, movies or TV shows or anything else like that without necessarily having to call an API. Creating an API of our own is, I think, a whole other adventure. Probably best served for like GHW APIs or something like that. So I'm thinking on device for today. But we would most likely open up a new document here, right? And then do a recommendation one. And then we'll call it our movie recommender. And then click next here. And sure, I'll just save it. Nope, not in that one. In this one. Cool, create that. Okay, and then let's do our training data. So for this, we will go ahead and grab our data. That's in our downloads folder. We have Netflix titles.csv. Okay, yes. So Netflix titles.csv and then select. Yes, I already did that. And then no user selected. So training, yes. Users, okay. And then items, ratings. Okay, so let's figure out exactly what I want to do with this. So how to use recommender with core or create ML. Yeah, cool. Let's see this. How to build a recommender with Create ML app. Let's take a look at this one, right? So recommender systems, clever filtering, content-based filtering. Yes, cool. The project. Okay. So yeah, we have category, name, and rating for this one. So then recommender. So you have to choose manually the 3 requirements from here. So they're saying the users will be the potentially the show ID, right? The items will be the items would probably be the name title, and then the ratings would probably be the description, right? And so ratings must be int or doubles. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. So let me see. Recommender with AI or recommender create ML with descriptions. Yeah, because that I could see it. That are you looking at that in ChatGPT? No, this isn't ChatGPT. This is Xcode. This is like actual like ID based stuff. And we're not gonna set up the ChatGPT OpenAI like API stuff. No, we're gonna try and train it on device, which should be fun. Okay, Core ML movie recommender SwiftUI app using Create ML. That sounds helpful. Okay, our goal, our data set. Okay. So this is like a random movie where like each person rated the movie and then you would like build that out, which is not as fun as like what I would want to do in here. I'm wondering if we could do like instead of a recommendation, like we could classify the movie or something along those lines. Like if I opened up Create ML and I instead wanted to, go into like movie recommender, right? And then I decided to, instead of this, right, use a different model source. Well, not like that. Ugh, hold on. Delete these. Yeah, because this is a recommendation project. That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to do recommendation projects. If I tried a new project instead, right? So image classification, style transfer, no. Tabular classifications. We could do like, interesting. We could do like text classification, classify the dominant topic, theme, or sentiment in natural language checks. So recommend new items given others based on how often users interact with or rate them together. Okay. This is a template based with an Xcode. Yes, so this is the Create ML framework in Xcode, which you can access by going into Xcode here and then clicking Open Developer Tools and then clicking Create ML. So I'm wondering if for our data set setup, right, like if we still use movie recommender here, but then we take a look and we would run like a potentially run. So I'm trying to figure out how to lay out this application kind of. So I'm gonna literally just go ahead and start taking notes here. So I want to have some sort of movie list based on database provided. Then we want to, based on metrics given by the user, like genres or release date, sort by specific movies and folders. Don't make your Create ML document in the Scout folder. You'll end up shifting it in later, but where you would put it is kind of the where you would put it is kind of the other fun battle. So I would make it in a separate folder for now. Like if you have a development folder, I'd probably make the two of them in different places and then move it into there. Because think of the ML like project being different than the ML like export once we're done training. Like this is going to be like all of our training prep. Okay, model sources, right? Training, evaluation, preview, and output. Okay, so we would have training data, right? If I wanted to do Netflix titles, sure. So ratings now, right, has to be date added, doesn't work. Or I wonder if it does work. So if I did show ID, items being title, and ratings being date added, yeah. So release year still won't work, I think. A release year would work, but rating. Hold on. Oh, but this is like rating in terms of like actual rating, not like actual like age. Let me do like I wonder if there's a way to get like a Rotten Tomatoes or something, like movie ratings, some like data set, because I don't think I like this one as much. Yeah, data sets. IMDb movie rating sentiment analysis. Okay, no, this is like literally just telling you whether it's positive or negative movie review. That's not as helpful. Netflix movie ratings. Okay. Hold on. So custom ID, rating, and date. Hold on. Remote source. Cleaning Netflix data. Okay. So you have so you have Netflix prize data. The data set that was used in that competitions. The best algorithm to predict user ratings for films. Yeah, okay. Netflix prize data. This is kind of what I want. Okay. So Netflix prize data. Yeah, so Netflix prize data is what I want. Data sets, cool. Yeah, so Netflix, view more, this was data set. Yeah, so this is a data set of like specific metadata. Okay. No, this is like activities, details. Yeah, this is movie recommendations. Code. Starter. Discussion. Okay, but I would like to see the actual data set, please. Download data set as zip. There we go. Okay, it's 716 megabytes. So it's going to take apparently a minute or two. But before it does, okay, so let's take a look. So, ratings are on a 5-star scale. Okay. Gaps. There are 4,108,000. Okay, there are 480,189 users. Movies IDs range from 1 to that. Titles are in English. The qualifying data set. Right. The ratings the customers give the movies in qualifying data set. For example, if the data set looks like this. Okay. 225. Then a prediction would look like that. Okay. Okay, interesting. So let's take a look here then at the downloads folder, right? Archive 1, unzip that. We'll see what they have actually in here. Okay. Winning algorithm by Bell Corp's Programmatic Chaos here. So yeah, this was like a whole $1 million prize. So combine data. So yeah, so this is like each movie and then each person that rated it and when I think the movie came out. No, and when they rated it. Is it? Yeah. The rating from a customer and its date in the corresponding format. So movies IDs do not respond to actual like Netflix movies IDs or IMDb movie IDs. Okay, well, yes, makes sense, but either way, right? Movie titles.csv. And then, yeah, this is like the actual part where you can compare the movie ID to the title. And then the qualifying. Okay, so this is what they used for testing. And then probe and qualifying. And then movie titles. Cool. And then combined data, right? So this is like specific movies and how they were trained and stuff. Okay, cool. So now if we go in here, right? And I were to go into here and then remove this movie recommender, right? Instead of Netflix titles, I will want to select in this archive here, probably. So yeah, movie titles.csv is the only one that's an actual CSV. So there'd still be a lot of data clearing that we would have to go through here, because this is for each movie. There's a movie ID and a text, or a movie ID. Oh, I have the files, but I'm not sure how to load it into ML like you did. If you click on it here and then click select, and then go to where you downloaded them, you'll be able to load them in. So like for movie titles.csv, that is like how you would go about that, for example. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out a good way to, oh, like I don't see that window. Go down here to Xcode, click open developer tools right here, and then click create ML. And then you have to either create a new document, right? So either click that new document tab or click on your existing document. And then that will open up this window. And then if it does not open up this window, it'll open up a window that looks like this instead. And so you'd pick recommendation. Interesting. I'm wondering, this might be a little bit too ambitious. What other AI events are going to be featured on MLH this week? Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you. So the best way to find the events is going to be over on GHW.mlh.io, and this is our Global Hack Week website. So it has the whole schedule and also all of the upcoming events that we have over the next couple of weeks. Not over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of days, which I think is really fun. So I totally recommend that. And then let me look for some, like, maybe something beginner friendly might be a little bit more helpful. Let's see. Construction site safety. Okay. No, this is like an image data set. But yeah, that will totally have like specific mentions. Okay. Pizza versus ice cream for image classification. Okay. That could be fun. It's literally just a data set of pizza versus ice cream. You know what? Let's see what we can do with that maybe. So can it classify pizza versus ice cream? So if I open up a new document, I try to do image classification and I do pizza or ice cream, right? And I would click next here, all right, save it here, sure. And then training data, right? I would probably have to download it. Feature extraction, iterations, augmentations, add noise. Okay, validation data and testing data. Yes. Okay, cool. So let me do, yeah, the data set. So I would download this as a zip. Cool. Are there any videos on this week's? Yes, absolutely. So if you go on our YouTube, and let me get you the link really quickly. YouTube. And then MLH. Major League Hacking. Yeah, so you want to do this. This has, first of all, whenever we go live, and second of all, if you go to the live stream tab or the live tab, depending on where you look at it, you can find all of the like specific lives that we've had over the last few weeks. So not only can you hang out with me, you can hang out with all the other cool coaches. So it is pretty fun. Okay, top rated movies. Popularity, release date, title, and vote average. Okay, title. Popularity. What does popularity mean? Okay. Oh, I'm like assuming the amount of people that saw it versus like the amount of people that didn't. Like release date, title, and vote average, I guess. Okay. So we could do a recommender of something that's like a little bit more simple than this, right? Like potentially, let's potentially try something like this. If I go to top rated movies, okay, cool. Let's go back to our initial idea. I'm jumping all over the place. But I want to open our movie recommender. Cool. And I want to open up, I think, toprated-movies.csv. I'm able to read column type for user column. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Well, users, we'll do title. Oh, wait, no. Users. We could just do an index, honestly. Yeah, of course. So let me do insert column before. So we could do an index, and then we could do, you know, from 0. If I drag this down, no, well, 0, 1. So now if I drag these down, will that work? Yes, good. So we're gonna go all the way down. There you go, 963, ta-da, cool. Perfect, so save that. Amazing, top rated movies. Yep, well that saves as a number of Fox file. So that's not helpful. Yep, and where did I even save that? Because I could not tell you. Oh, perfect, that's where I saved it. So let's move back to downloads now. Yes, toprated-movies.csv is from a different Kaggle data set, mostly because all the other ones are just a little bit too complicated for like how much we can accomplish in the amount of time that we have. So top rated movies is from this one, right? It's just called top-rated-movies by this person, Miriam Messer, from 5 months ago. So yeah, it only has like 4 or 5 basic columns. So what is users here? What do you mean? Ratings is going to be vote average. Items is going to be, so users, items, and ratings. So let me see. 3 requirements. Users, items, and ratings. Create ML. Meaning. What does that mean? Tell me. Users represents the individual providing the rating. Oh, refers to product, movie, or any other item being rated. Rating, the numerical value being... Oh, so this works for past user ratings specifically. Ah, I see. So maybe then, actually, maybe then I was too hasty to toss this guy. And if I go to combined data 1.txt here and movie titles, right? Like, because you're seeing what I'm seeing here, right? Like we could potentially here, right? So movie 1, right, is Dinosaur Planet, and made in 2003. So we would have, right, the movie title being Dinosaur Planet, the person who recorded the rating being this person, right? 1488, whatever, and the rating being 3. But how would I parse this text file into a CSV? So maybe this is the goal, but like not fully. No, like for this, how many movies are in here? Out of curiosity, I totally will not be able to see. Okay, so that's like at least 3872. Potentially. I can't see the next one. Let me take a look here. I mean, like... Oh, well, now my computer's just loading. Okay, but yeah, so for the recommender, right, we need a users and items and a ratings, right? So that won't work. That's what I'm trying to figure out, right? Like Is the number of users 2003, the rating 1, and the item dinosaur planet? I don't think it is that, because like this is the year that the movie was released, right? So like that's not. So like this is a movie, right? This is a movie ID. This is the title of the movie, and then this is the and then so I'm thinking we need to combine this .txt data set somehow with the whatchamacallit? Yeah, we somehow need to combine this data set with the, wait, what did I just see? So 4497 is the last, like, so give or take like 5,000 of these movies are on this list, or 4497. Yeah, that would make sense because like there's so many movies here, right? So we have, yeah. So long story short, we need to figure out a way to like get this data, right? Because this is a rating for each person, right? So on what platforms do I send my project to? Do you mean your Global Hack Week project submission? Because if you're talking about that, then that would be on the dev post, which would be for, if I log in, I can show you real quick. Let me grab that. If you're talking about your Global Hack Week ones, yeah, you would submit it to this link right here. And I'll drop it in here. GHW submissions. Those would go right in here. Yeah, so Global Hack Week, AIML, devpost.com. Back to this though. Yeah, what I'm thinking is that, right, this is each person's rating. So this is, so the person, the like users would be this, right? The item would be this. And then the rating, or the item would be the movie that shows up on top, right? Like that one that's like separated by the dot, and the rating would be the vote average. So I would have to have like, you know, the movie, the name, right? So we don't need this date. So like the name here matching the movie ID, right? So like, and then for all of those movie IDs in here, we have all of these users who have given this movie, right, movie number 1, a rating from 1 to 5. So how do I convert TXT to CSV? Let's look. Okay. Convert TXT to CSV. You can use a text editor. Okay, so they're just saying to save. Okay. So file should, okay, sure, I guess. So if I tried like to take this combined data 1, right, and quick actions, okay, open with, I don't know, try to open with numbers, for example, right, and see what it even does with us. So we'll give this a stab. I'm hoping that if we get the data set up and the training set up for today, then tomorrow we can just focus on building out the app. But as you can see, sometimes it takes its sweet time to load, which is great, I guess. Let me check on some other stuff. Okay, it's still opening up. Oh boy, what have I done? And my computer is making a strange noise. You know what? This might be a good opportunity for me to take like I feel like it's gonna do it. Either way, I need a quick like 30-second, maybe 1-minute break to turn the heat up in my apartment in a bit, for a bit, and then go from there. Okay, cool. But it did do the thing. Your data had 24 million rows. Your tables and numbers can't support more than 1 million rows. Content was not imported. Cool, I guess. Fair enough, though. So let's see here, right? So we have combined data, right? So how many movies did you successfully import, though? So we have 1, right? And we'll have like at the end here. So what's the last movie it imported? Because I'm looking for the last one with like a blank. Or maybe I'm just gonna search for all the cool ones actually. Okay, well it's gonna take a second again. Okay. So where's the next one? 1. They're better. Okay, 2, yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So what's the last? Wait. Hold on. Stop. Let me go back. Okay. Geez, this is slow. Oh, it's like making the stream lag. Ooh, this is so bad. Okay. If my entire computer crashes, sorry. I was not expecting this much data, I'm going to be honest. But we will also cut it down, I think. Okay, no, we're closing you. Sorry. Application not responding. Go home. Okay, let's open this up, right? Okay, so this is combined data 1.txt, yes? So, oh, well, then I just made that crash too. Okay, awesome. Okay, anyway, that is combined data 1.txt. I think for now, we'll just stick with the movies that are in here and also like not with all of them. So if I open this with numbers again, I should in theory be able to get this data cleaned up relatively so that we can, so that we can get the stuff training. Yes. Either way, what I was going to say earlier before I forgot is I'm going to take like a 30-second, maybe 1-minute break to turn the heat on in my apartment because it is freezing cold in here. So we're going to take a quick break. It's going to be about 4 minutes, if that. And you will see me back in, well, yeah, pretty much like 3 or 4 minutes, okay? So see y'all in a bit. Okay, hello, I'm back. Howdy. Anyway, so now it's generated this like combined data set. Yes, I know my spreadsheet may look different. Oh, this is the warning that shows up, by the way, on my end, which is kind of fun. Yes, I know my spreadsheet may look different. Thank you for telling me. I'm aware. I'm gonna close this other one. Okay, now what I want to do is actually like add in a row, right? So go here. add column left, right? So this add header column before, right? Okay, so it's going to take like 7 million years to do it because it's literally a billion pieces of data, and I'm not even kidding. It is actually a, hello? Okay, I thought it crashed for a second. It is actually a million pieces of data. So now we got to go, and for every piece of movie between now and this thing, right? So Dinosaur Planet. But this is like training it based on like a set user. Like it's like, yeah, user whatever gave it this rating. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think we need to be that intense. I mean, maybe we do, but interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering if this is like, if I cut this and I have for like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, if that makes sense. Like, see, I knew I wanted to do something related to movies, but like, I did not think this through. Also, it's no longer a quick break. We literally are back. So let me do banners. And move this down here. And then, yeah, no longer a quick break. But yeah, we'll do ask questions in chat instead. There we go. Trying to think. So yeah, this data set, right, is literally just like popularity, dates, titles, and vote average, but it does not have the vote per user, which is the issue, right? But I'm wondering if like, oh wait, no, okay, but it has like, no, but this movie is listed on here twice. That's the thing, like Godfather, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, like some of these movies are listed on here twice, which is like not great. But also it has the average rating. So recommender would like take my top rated movies, right? Let's say the users are release date, the items are titled, and the ratings are vote average, right? But this is not like, the users would be like somebody who gave it a rating, and the ratings would be like, you know. So long story short, like think of it this way, like what we would need is effectively, if we were to do it in movie titles.csv, right, you would need like movie ID is 1, or like, let's say like user ID, right? Movie ID is 1. What's going on? Hold on. Just delete this column. Thank you. All right, so like this is a movie ID, right? Also, I need headers to not get lost. So I need movie ID, right? Then we have the actual title, right? Then we in here would have the user ID, right? And then the rating, and that's it. Like this is the ideal movie, like even without this movie ID thing, right? The only reason why we have the movie IDs is for the combined data, right? Where like now you would go in with user ID number 1488 whatever 44, right? Gave this movie also this is not a header row. I'm just really, can I make it not a header row? So there is no headers, yeah. Thanks. Okay, perfect. Anyway, so as I was saying, movie ID number, whatever, title, user ID, and then the rating, right? And so how many stars they would give it. And then based on your username or like your specific user ID, you should then be able to predict what you might, like what specific movies you might like, I think, right? Like that's the goal here. Like the goal would be for us to predict what specific movies people like, right? So then movie, right, ID number 1, right? That would be add a row below, right? Every single next person, right? This person would then again have movie number 1 with Dinosaur Planet, and then this user ID, right, of whatever would have that many. Is there like a smaller data set of this? Like, can I, like, you know what I mean? Like a smaller, like Netflix, a smaller Netflix, say, what was the Netflix data set smaller? We're going to look this up. Data sets. Yeah, we're going to go Netflix. Data sets. Netflix user-based data set. Okay. Mavics user-based data set. So this is user ID. No, this is like device and plan duration. That's not what we want either. Data set Netflix shows. Yeah, this is like title and then duration and like rating. This is for like I wonder if there's a way for us to like use CreateML to generate a movie. I think you can have ChatGPT make a data set for you, your specifications. But that's like, it's not boring. It's just, it's like, it's so, I mean, I could for the purposes of this video, I guess. Let's see. For the purposes of this live stream, I guess I could do that. I normally am like very staunchly, like I like having realistic data, but this isn't real data anyway. Okay. I need a smaller version of the data set. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Let me pop this on the screen here. So welcome to my ChatGPT land. I need a smaller version of the data set. What was this data set called again? I don't even remember anymore. Netflix competition, right? Yeah, it was the data sets, right? So Netflix prize data, there we go. Yeah, so Netflix prize data. I need a smaller version of the Netflix prize data set located at this link here. Let's see how smart you are. Specifically, I am looking for you to create something like this. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Yes, that's what I was trying to get there, right? So movie ID, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, like, let's say something like this, right? Where, so let's see, for each user, for each movie, there is a collection of user IDs shown in column 3, which have given the movie a rating. Pick a random subset of the data in the files shown in that link. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. I'll need to know number of movies, number of ratings per movie, format, and specified filters. I am looking for roughly, how many movies are there in total? Like, let's see, how many movies are there? Like, I think the default had like, let me see. What was it? Okay, 17,770. For roughly one. So we'll do, is that 17,000 or 177,000? No, 17,770. So I think, let's say I'm looking for roughly 1,700 movies. Based randomly selected from this list, and roughly, I don't know, how many unique users did they say were in the prize data set? There are 480,189 users and roughly 48,000 users. each user should rate roughly, I don't know how many movies. How many movies? Should rate roughly 30 movies. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so then they're saying that. So if the qualifying data set looks like that, and a prediction model looks like okay. I'm looking for roughly 700 movies, roughly, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How many movies does the average person rate in here? So let's see. Discussions. For roughly 700 movies. Let's cut this down. We're going to do 500 movies and roughly, so that's dividing by 40 now, and roughly 12,000 users. Follow the approximate numbers from the files included here. Okay, and then upload. I also want to go into downloads, or where did I put these? Hold on, I can't find them. Okay, they're in archive 1 apparently, but I'm just gonna do, where is that? Where did I put archive 1? I honestly could not tell you. You know what, we're just gonna do this. From this list and roughly 1,200 users. Why are we? What do you not like? Oh, it's taking forever to upload that document. Makes sense. Can we delete rows from the movies.titles.csv and make it a smaller data set? Yeah, that's the goal. Specifically, like if I go into movietitles.csv, right, and I were to just like focus on the first like 5,000 movies, like that's already a thing. But either way, we have to like clean up this data set, right? So we have to, either way, it is taking way too long, right? Because if I go into combinedata1.txt right now, right, and I take a look at all this stuff, right? Like you see this, like these are ratings for who knows how many movies, you know what I mean? Like this is an insane amount of text. Like you can even tell based on how long it's taking to upload. So actually, I'm wondering if there's a better way to do this. So if I go into combinedata1.txt, right, and I go into this one, because then we would also have to figure out how to like cut down the training data is the other thing, right? So like, let's say I'm gonna look for, I'm looking for any dot here. And that's, so there's 4,500 movies just listed in here, right? Because that's, 4499. So the default would be for 4,500 movies, right? For roughly 4,500 movies from the txt file attached. And even that, right, just by itself is like 24 million records, and roughly, which is obviously an insane amount. And unable to upload it, right? Because it's insanely huge, would be my guess. Or is it because it's open? Let me actually close it first. Can you upload it now? Can you try? Okay, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not gonna want it. I'm looking for roughly 4,500 movies from the CSV file. Yeah, like even if we cut this down from like 4,500 to 1,700, we're still dealing with oh, well, apparently I can't attach files from the CSV. And roughly 1,200 users, follow the approximate numbers from the files included here. Okay, let's see what I can come up with. I can't. You're telling me to upgrade to the premium version. Yes. Why don't we try this? We'll see what it comes up with. Okay. Lovely. Okay. What if my ratings file is a .txt? Well, yeah, but that's not true because yeah, okay. Either way, right? Like what I'm thinking is either way, you only want, like, let's say, what if we do this for just like, I don't know what's a reasonable amount of movies. Like, think about it this way. Like, this is like a test project, right? What's a reasonable amount of movies for us to cut? Like, realistically, we are definitely not doing more than this one file, right? Because this, like it said when it opened it up for the first time. So like if I try to open this combined data 1.txt, if I open this in numbers, it's going to complain to me that this file is too long, right? So, and that's true. It is way too long. So like trying to figure out how to get this thing to fit is going to be the battle. So I think however many records fit in 1 million of that is what we're using for this guy. Like removing all the delimiters and everything. So I'm going to let it open up again. I've been all over the place today, which is fine, but just like, it is what it is. Start today. I had this whole plan for this stream and then it flew out the window. So let's see. I did this. I'm waiting for stuff to load. My computer's like buzzing like insanely. This is crazy. Like the things that poor thing is going through today. The things that I'm making it do today is absolutely wild. Okay. Anyway, I digress. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so it's saying we had 24 million rows. I can't support more than 1 million. So if I do now Control F for the period, right, and I look for this, how many movies did this add in here? 225. So that's 1 million records and 225 movies. Like, so then there's really nothing more in here. And like my computer can barely handle opening the spreadsheet, and this is a nice beefy computer. So I'm thinking we go to at least 150 of that, right? So like if I go into this TXT file, right? And I go to like number, I don't know. I go to movie number 150, right? I'm gonna cut everything after this is going in the trash. Because yeah, that's like already by itself. No wonder that these were all freaking TXT files, because they genuinely cannot handle a CSV this big. Nothing can. Yeah, we're gonna do 150 movies, and so it be, you know? So how do I like even, so this is why I never deal with data this big. Like this is way above my understanding of anything that I've ever looked at, you know? Did I close that file? No, I didn't. Okay. So yeah, so if I look for like number 150 in here, right? That takes me right through. Okay, so now it's gonna take a second to find it. All right, that takes me right through, yeah, like 52 million, right? So I wanna select everything from here on down. right? Is there a way to do that without doing this? So, how do I select all rows below in numbers? Okay. So click on the bottom and then shift click on the last row. Just scrolling on the to the bottom is going to take me like 2 minutes. Okay, shift click to the bottom. Cool. Delete. And now that's going to take like 2 minutes. Oh my God. I love how the stream freezes every time I do anything. At this point, this is insane. But hey. Okay, well, apparently it didn't even delete the record. So let's delete all the selected rows, and it's going to do this thing again. Amazing. Okay, now we have like 150, like literally still 500,000 records, which is still an insane amount, mind you. And then we have this. Okay, so for this, what I want to do is obviously this is the user ID. Okay, this is the rating. And that next one is the date. Okay, so I'm gonna first off try to expand this guy so it's not so squished. Then the next thing is gonna be, first of all, deleting column C. So we're gonna delete this column. Next, what we're gonna do is add a new column after, call it movie name. All right, and then we're looking for, okay, clean up data. So we're looking for every movie that starts with 2 here, right? So where is number 2? Record 549, perfect. Okay, so first off, we're gonna go from record 1 to 548, and I don't want, actually, do I want, no, cancel. Yeah, so from record 1 to 548, we need this to be movie number 1, which is Dinosaur Planet. Great, easy enough. So from movie 1, or I guess 2 to 548, right? So to 548. Right, that's what I had it as? Yeah. Shift click. And I would love to like get this down here, right? So, like click on Dinosaur Planet and hold shift and click on 548 here. Like, can I please get the value of Dinosaur Planet down here? Like how do I do that? How to select all rows beyond a point? Yeah. Okay. Autofill. Row in numbers. Let's see. Cool. So I have to drag. Command backslash. Apparently. So I can use command backslash and then press return. Oh, well. Okay, can I try that now? Command backslash and then return. Okay, command backslash. To turn on autofill. What do you mean? So now if I try to do like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do I really have to drag this little dot all the way down? Because that's going to get so annoying so fast. I still have 50 million records in here, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is still an insane amount of stuff. Like 548. Okay. And I can't even upload files. Can't even do anything with that. That's so sad. Okay. Yeah, so like this, right? This is one movie's rating. So now we have a user ID, a rating, and a movie name here. Yes? Like, does that make sense? I think so. Then we have another, right? User ID, like another name, whatever, movie ID, etc. Right? Another thing and then another thing here. But even doing this would be so painstaking. So how would I fill in data from one CSV to another using a script like this? Yeah, like I'm trying to merge or join operation scenario. Can you make a new script for this instead? I am trying to merge my ratings.csv file with a movie names.csv file, but my movie names but my ratings file does not currently have movie IDs in rows. It only has them at the start of each new movies section. Cool. Let's see this. Yeah. Merge rating movies. Yes, please. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So theoretically, I should be able to run this script. Where should I run this script? Like, where do I do this? Okay, run locally. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I mean, I have the ability to do that. Sure. Okay. So let me go to here, right? So download Python, place your rating CSV. Okay, so let me open up a new folder, right? In documents, Mac, new folder, call it, actually, yeah, we'll call it Scout. We'll call it Scout script. Okay, cool. So Scout script, this is our folder. And then in here, we have our movie names files.txt. Okay, so we have in here, oh, it actually remembered that I said that my text file is a txt, and I can't even change it. Cool. Okay. Okay, well, either way, this should work, right? So if I open up VS Code now, and then I try to add in some files. First of all, I will need combine data1.txt, and next I will need movie titles.csv. And then I will need define file paths, and then I will have got it. Can I download this? Or, you know what? We'll just do that. So, a new file. This is what? merge.py, right? Cool. And then we have in here, right? Import pandas. As PD, sure. Define Python. This is, so the ratings data file is combined data1.txt. So let me copy this. And then this one is movie underscore titles. .csv. So read the movie names file. Ratings data current movie ID with open ratings data file.r as file. If line ends with the period, current movie ID. Okay. Else, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't even need like rating, but like sure. Okay. And so then I would run this file. No module named pandas. Great. Hi, so fun. So no module. Oh, That's so cool. Was trying to type it not in here. Thanks. No module named pandas. Let me see why. Okay, pip3 install pandas. No, we're not gonna worry about you. Sorry. The Python mess up. The Python libraries on this computer are completely messed up, but that's besides the point. Yeah, pandas, all that stuff. Okay, amazing. Installing connected packages. I'm assuming this is all amazing and wonderful. Great. A new version is available. We are not going to worry about it. Can I try it now? Let's see. Okay. Okay, great. Error. Movie names file. Okay, text parser, mapping. What? Even code detection error. I've never seen that before in my life. I mean, okay. Uh-huh. What is the R here? What as file? Yeah, I have no clue what any of this means. Not gonna lie. So let's try this and then with open as F. Cool. But wait, hold on. Ratings data file. R as file. So is everyone else like doing this txt file? Open a txt file in pandas. Yeah, so load data from txt with pandas. Cool. pd.readwf. Yeah, so with open, so movies, yeah, with open ratings data R delimiter. Okay. Interesting. pd.csv. Okay. Line by line, yeah. So 4-line in file. This is like invalid continuation, right? I don't know what this means. This is like data set, like this is with open. Like, this error got thrown pretty early, right? Like it gets thrown on line 8. Oh, it gets thrown on line 8. Oh, pd.readcsv. Yeah. So then that's, yeah. So then it's saying pd.readcsv. Okay, invalid continuation, but what? Okay. Okay, so they're saying to try an encoding. Okay, sure. You know what? We'll give it a stab. Thanks, Copilot. Let's give this a run. No module name chart. Yeah, I know. I added that and then forgot about it. Let's try that again. Expected 3 fields in line 72, saw 4. Where do you mean? Line 8. What? It's just movie titles, not CSV. right? Like, oh, hold on. Yeah, no, movie underscore titles.csv. Yeah, I got it. What are you complaining about? Like, please. Please work. Expected 3 lines in file saw 4. There is just 3 though. Can I like delete the other ones, I guess? I don't know. I mean, I'm fine to do that. There's not 3 lines. Let me tell you. I mean, unless you mean, if you mean rows, that is way more of a problem. Delete select to columns, yes. And then file, export to CSV. And then I'm gonna do CSV save. It's gonna be movie titles. Great, and that's in downloads apparently, right? Or where did I just put that? Oh God, where did I just save that? Documents apparently, okay. Apparently, okay, cool. So let me move this over here, right? And then yes, replace this. Yeah, so there you go, right? Are you happy now? Oh, he's thinking about it. All right, come on, file. You can do this. I believe in you. Okay, it's doing something. I can tell you that much. It's not necessarily a good thing, but it is doing something. To be fair, this is quite a large file, so... Okay. Did I even press run? No, I did, because it's doing the thing. So, like, this is what it looks like when it haven't done. Yeah. And this is running Python here, right? So I should have, like, run it in, like, debug or something. Oh, got it. We got an error. Line 32, ratings DF, movies on movie ID, how left. Hold on. Movie ID. Key error movie ID. Okay. What does key error mean here? Well, yeah, current movie ID. ON. Okay. Hi, chat. We're back. Never mind. Can you help me fix this error in this file? Great, thanks. There might be an issue if I'm merging. Ensure movie IDs. Okay. Then inspect the columns with. Here's an updated version of your columns with code with some additional checks. Thanks. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool. So now if I press play, we'll see what happens. So it's still running. Which is like cool, I guess. Okay, very interesting. Taking sweet time, I'll tell you that much. Not that that's saying a lot. A lot of these things are today, so you can just wait for a bit and see. So fun, so exciting, so hype. We can wait. We're in no rush. We're just sitting here chilling, relaxing. Okay, key error again, or no? Key error again? Yes. Key error again. So movies column, ratings column. Movie ID, user ID, rating date. That's in ratings. We sure we're talking about the same ratings column. I wonder if I need to add into this CSV file, if I need to add in like the header, if it needs to be like, whatchamacallit. It needs to be like movie ID. User ID, rating date. So yeah, movie ID, rating date, right? Like something like that. Is this what you want? I mean, I can do that. Like, I don't know how helpful that would be. But sure. Let's run it again, see what happens. If not, we're gonna mess around with Copilot and see if we can fix it in the next 20 or so minutes. Still a script error, huh? You really do not want to work with me here. Which, like, fair enough, I guess, but here, hold on. It's so frustrating. I'm feeling so rusty programmatically. This is a rant for a different time, but also could be a rant for right now. My programming skills feel very rusty. Anyway, okay, so index, movies column, ratings column. That's not, so yeah, the ratings column doesn't have any of this because ratings data dot append, like you won't find any of this. I'm so confused. Here, Copilot, I need your help. What is it? Command I think? Yeah. /fix, please. Oh, wait, whoa. It says merged movies ratings with movie names successfully. Hold on. But anyway. So you're telling me it worked, theoretically. First of all, it's a humongous file. 1. Okay. Movie ID, user ID, rating, date. What? Movie ID, user ID, rating, date, rating, date. No. Movie ID. Okay, hold on. So we need this file again. Movie ID, user ID, rating, and date. So I just want to append movie ID, user ID, and rating. I'm skipping this date stuff. Movie columns, rating columns. Let's see if I can do this now. So now if we run this, it should theoretically work. I don't speak enough pandas for this, not gonna lie. But either way, okay. This is on the one hand like good because we're getting stuff done. On the other, I'm like, man, we should like. I really want to focus on the actual mobile app stuff, not the like building in VS Code of Python script stuff. But you know what? It's okay. Sometimes you have to do things like this in order to get things to go where we want to go. And I thought that the data set that I looked for had better stuff, and then it didn't. And you know what? That happens sometimes. Because sometimes you have all of these big grandiose dreams of what you want accomplished, and then nothing happens. Okay, so now it's telling me movie column and index column, ratings column look like this. Yes, I'm aware. Movie ID, user ID, and rating. That's all I want. Okay. Merged ratings with movies successfully. So if I try to open up this file, now in theory, I should just see movie ID, user ID, rating, date. How are you so off? Movie ID, user ID, rating, date. There's not 2 ratings. Where are you getting the rating stuff from? Like movie ID. Oh my God, date, name. Okay. Can I only merge ratings data.append, movie ID, user ID, and rating? Okay. I think now I'm so silly for that. That one's absolutely my bad. I messed up the names of the titles. So let's try that again. And hopefully now it should just generate a merge ratings that just has the movie ID, the user ID, and the rating. That's all we need. And that should be good. If we can get that, then that will be like beautiful, amazing, stunning, genuinely amazing. And then we would probably want to merge. Would we want to run this script like 4 times and then merge it? Like, would I have to merge all 4 ratings? Or would I want to like, okay, movie column, rating column, I agree. Yes, we got that. Movie ID, date, name, movie ID, user ID, rating, I agree. And all I want is movie ID, user ID, and rating. Or no? I don't know what I want. Don't mind me. Can I only get some of the columns from the CSV? Because, yeah, now I have movie ID, date, name. No, wait, hold on. Now I have, what do I have now? Let's see what this generated now. And then from there we can figure out. So I have movie ID, user ID, rating, date, name. Okay, so I don't want any more. Definitely I don't want date. So how do I remove date from movietitles.csv outside of deleting it, which I don't want to have to do? Let's ask, how would I remove the date column from my merged CSV from both from my merged CSV specifically? I do not want to include the date in the original merged ratings dots, or in the original movie title.csv file. The original movie underscore titles .csv file. Let's see this. Cool. Yeah, to remove the date, drop. Okay. Okay. So drop the column date. Okay. So just submerge and then drop it. Cool. So now try it and see if that happens. Okay. Either way. Okay. If I could get chat here to come up with a solution for whatchamacallit, for this just 4 more times, or like 4 combining data 1, data 2, data 3, and data 4, and then cut out, because we have some testing data as well that we could use. So I could train merged ratings.csv with combined data text 1, 2, 3, 4, but I might do that. Okay, great. Key error, date not found in Access. You liar. What do you mean? There is literally a date right there. Okay. Let's see. Hello, AI overlords. What do you have for advice here from someone that has not done Python in about 3 years flat? Check the columns. Updated code. I don't need the... I don't want the date column. Like, I don't... You know what I mean? Like, I want this movie ID, user ID, rating, right? Like, because this date is what's getting annoying here. Like, this dinosaur planet date, obviously, like, not, you know. So if I scroll down to, like, this record, right? Yeah, like, okay, so I have, like, 5,000 movies or something. Okay, cool. Like, this is cool, but, like, on movies.columns. Okay, so could I do like movies.drop? So movies is equal to movies, or yeah, movies.drop right, columns, and then I want to drop the column that's called date here, right? Like, I could do that instead, right? Would that work? I mean, I can try. It's not worth a stab at this point. We got like 10 minutes. We'll see what we can get done in 10 minutes. Maybe even check if there's... I don't think there's any questions in the chat right now, so that's good at least. But we're gonna see what we can do here. If not, we have these merge ratings with the date on them, which is not great, but it's not bad. It could be worse. And I should probably push these up to GitHub as well. Let me check for the upcoming schedule while we're waiting for this script to run. Let's see who's on next, just in case I'm running late. Oh, okay. There isn't a stream right after us. Steven is coming on in an hour. So if we need to run a little bit over, we have some time, which is fine. Okay, cool. In that case, I'm not going to rush. Yeah, movies column. Date not found in access. Okay, date not found in access, and then all this code. Okay, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. No, I modified the code. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks like you've updated code. I've tried to. Oh, they're saying to drop the column called date entirely. Like all the way up here. That's one way to do it. Instead of all the way down here. Okay. Date column not found in movies data frame. Why? Movie underscore titles.csv. Are we looking at the same thing? Like, am I missing something? Or is it the spacing that's an issue? Hold on. Actually, hold on. Quit. Thank you. Quit. Thank you. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm closing out of this guy. Okay. Anyway, is it the spacing that's the issue? Because I'm happy to, I'm happy to shush that around. If it's the singular space, I'm gonna lose my mind, but that's besides the point. Okay, let's see. Merge.py. It's okay. It didn't do the thing where it was like date column not found in movie data frame. So that's a good start. If we can get this to work, I'll be mighty pleased with myself. I'm just saying, like, as someone who has not touched Python in a hot second, I will be mighty pleased with myself if we can get this thing to work. Okay. Okay, ratings columns, movies columns. Yes, movie ID and name, and movie ID, user ID, and naming. Merged ratings with movie name successfully. Merged ratings. Open it up. Movie ID, user ID, rating, It's still here. There's a date right there. Oh, whatever. How? How? Movie ID, user ID, and rating with movie ID and name. Merged rate. So it told me the column was removed. Yeah, like it's, well, no, it's like, it's not. Yeah, so drop date from ratings DF before merging, sure. I mean, yes, ratings data still has a date, but also we should skip it. Like there's a date in here. Like, yes, there's a date in my code. I'm aware of that. Like there's plenty of references to date. They're all trying to remove them. Ah, wait. Well, yeah, because like we want to user ID rating date. Like we have to differentiate through these, but then we don't actually add the date, if that makes sense. So ratings DF. Okay, let's try to drop the date column just in case it gets added, but I don't think it should, right? Because this is the other date column. Like that's the thing. Like this should not affect. It should not affect much of anything. Like even if this date hypothetically got added, like that's not the date we're seeing. The date we're seeing is not the date from the ratings data file. The date we're seeing is the date from the movie titles. I wonder if it has to drop the whole, like, yeah, run the code. Right, I've ran the code, thank you. All right, I did the thing. Yes, I know I've hit my free plane limit. Thanks. I'm aware that you don't need to tell me. Right, so it's telling me right now, like it told me earlier with movie IDs, rating, and D-type object. Right, so now it's saying ratings column had movie ID before the drop, had D-type object, right? So movie ID name should already be dropped here. And this ratings column is attempting to drop this. I'm assuming that's what's taking so long. That plus the merge, right? It's taking a solid second. Merged ratings with movie name successfully. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Rating, see, no, it still has this date. Like, and this is not the date from earlier. This is the date from, okay. I mean, I could just drop on the merger DF. Like, I could do it that way. You know, like I could remove this date here, right? Remove that date there, because that's what that just did. And I could just do merge DF, right? And I could do merge DF is equal to, what is it? Merge DF dot drop. Right? Dot drop columns and not movie ID, date. Just like that, right? Date. Let me check that the spacing. Yeah, no, it's movie ID, date, name. Cool. Yeah, and then we'll try it. Okay, either way, we have to end in 2 minutes. In the append on line 31, you need to remove. Yeah, I know, I already did that. That I added back in so I could test out whether the removal was working. So now it's gone. Same with the removal of the date. That's not the issue here. That's also the wrong date. There are 2 dates in here, right? The first one is movie titles.csv, right? This is the date that keeps getting added. This 2003, like the release date of the movie. So it's going through fine through this combined data txt file and removing the dates for like when each person did a rating. but it's not removing this one. See, like now it's telling me date not found in Access, which is genuinely just not true. Like, so like if I message it this and then I message it, right, my whole error log, right, if I really feel like it, right, and I ask it for help here, fine, jeez, from the merge GF, but the column doesn't exist at that point. That is not true. Oh, wait. It worked. Finally. Hold on. Hold on. Was that before I did this drop though? Because that errored out and I don't think it ever finished. So I wonder if it was just taking a while to update. Like, either way, I have what I need. Movie ID, user ID, rating, name. Great. Good. Okay. I'm ready to end this and push this up. So let's do a couple things. Let's make a GitHub repository for this guy. I know, right? It only took us 2 hours and we've got more data to clean up tomorrow. But tell you what, I'll probably come back tomorrow with some more data cleaned up. If I can hopefully find some time to do it. We're calling this app Scout, and this is an app built for GHW February using Create ML and the Netflix competition data set to determine an individual's rating of a movie based on their previous preferences. We'll go with that. Public, yes, add a README file. Sure, we'll deal with that later. Create repository. Wonderful. For these, I'm going to just create a new folder. So I'm going to call this Scout, call this folder part 1. And then in the part 1 folder, I'm going to create this, like, I don't know, readme.md for now. Readme.md. So do this in here, right? Commit changes, create this file, perfect. And then in here, I want to upload files. I'm gonna go into my Scout script and just grab this whole folder. I'm pretty sure I put it in documents under Scout script. There we go, perfect. So I'm gonna pop all of these files in here. Okay, it will not let me upload these. That makes sense, actually. We're gonna upload merge.py, and then we're also going to upload mergedratings.csv. That's a big file. Try again with a file smaller than 25 megabytes. Sorry then. Okay, you're getting merge.csv, and then for readme.md, we're gonna add in here. So we're gonna say the Kaggle link will be for this. You know what? I'll just update this off stream and I'll send a message here that I did it. Hopefully before the stream tomorrow, you should be able to see it. But I want to make sure that we are good on time, and we're already like a few minutes over. So yeah, hopefully this GitHub will be updated, if not sooner than later. Well, either way, thank you for your patience and for bearing with me as I attempted to figure out Python for the first time in literally 7 years. Not 7 years, actually, but felt like it. It's been like a year and a half at least. Actually, yeah, at least. I don't know. I'm a mobile girly, and now I make blog-based apps for teaching. So I don't do a lot of like real life-based coding stuff. Thanks. This is what happens during Drews. Can you include the file you generated too? Yes, that will go up on the GitHub, and I will post an announcement in the Discord when that is ready. It's just gonna take me a second. It's on my GitHub already, that file. But the file I generated, that one is too big. It's like a gigabyte big. It's huge. It has literally like 24 billion pieces of data. So I don't think I'll be able to include it, but I can hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe at the start of the stream tomorrow or at some point, at the very latest start of the stream tomorrow, but hopefully beforehand. I can't promise that, but I'll do my very best. Write out like what I'm gonna do and what that will look like. And that should help a little bit for like recreating those steps and getting that data. What else? The file is just too big. I would like have to figure out a way to even include it, and that sounds like an insane. Maybe I could post it on Kaggle actually. You know what? We might do that. We might post it on Kaggle, call it a day. And yeah. And then what else? My camera's here and the chat is here, which is why I'm like looking off into the distance. We're gonna move chat back here. There we go. That's much better. And then, yeah, so you know what? Hopefully before tomorrow, stuff will be a little bit more cleaned up and ready and set to go. But either way, it should be, yeah, I think Kaggle might be the move. But either way, it should be pretty much all set. Hopefully before tomorrow, they'll be all set up. If not, we'll do it first thing when we get back on stream, is make sure everything is set up and ready to go. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for my end. Thanks for staying an extra 5 minutes with me. This was pretty fun. Very chaotic, but very fun. And yeah, thanks for coming. Don't forget to give me feedback at mlh.link/GHW feedback. If you enjoyed watching me struggle for 2 hours, or if you didn't and you were like, I don't know, whatever. Those of you who stayed to the end are especially much appreciated. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to leave this feedback link on here for like a minute, and then I will end the stream in another minute or so. But for now, I'm going to pop out. And I will see y'all tomorrow. It's 1 hour earlier than it was today. So I think today was 6 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow's 5 p.m. Eastern for part 2. And it's just a 2-parter for this one. So we should have a fun time. All right. That's it for me. Bye, y'all.